there we go. Now it's working. Alright. We will be ranking, I guess. Alright, well, we will be, hold on, let me check on my stream. But we will pretty much be yapping about, tc2 stuff, ranking tc2 classes to see if it's, medic in A tier. I have no internet. Oh shit. Alright. Check if my stream's working. Hold on. tc2 stream's working. Hold on. Alright. Let's see. So let's start off with so flanker. Alright. Let's start off with arguably one of the best classes in game. Scout. Flanker. I mean, pretty much the same shit. But yeah. Scout, I mean flanker, and I usually call him scout because, I'm kind of stupid. But flanker, arguably very strong. You can, like, flank. You can, wait, hold on, let me put the chat up a little bit so that you can see. And there we go, chat box. Yeah, there we go. No, I would say I have a good argument for Scout. I think he is very strong. If the enemy team, if the enemy team doesn't have an NG or if the enemy team doesn't have an NG or like a competent pyro to pest them out of the place, I think he is very good. He can arguably go like he can like maneuver around the map very well. I mean, you can pop stomp with flanker pretty well. I would say he is really useful in a lot of situations. You can jump on a lot of places. You can get the high ground. You can surprise the medic, and all in all, you can do a lot of stuff. And he does really good damage at close range, and also he can get there really fast. So the same thing, he's really fast. He can pick off classes. He can deal with snipers pretty well. The issue is he doesn't really have a lot of defensive weapons, You can definitely support and slow down enemy with the Sandman, and you can support the team with the Mad Milk, but you're not really a support class. You're always on the front line trying to pick off what's up, dude? You're always on the front line picking off marksmen, medics, other scouts. Alright. I'll consider that. Yes, thank you for watching the stream. But yeah, back to the point. He is very strong. He's very strong in a lot of situations. So I gotta put him in good. I would say I've played him a lot before, and I've seen people play him in comp. I would say it's a good class. There's a lot of maneuvering. There's a lot of jumping. You can do good damage, pick off good classes. He's really solid. The only thing is he's really he's a paper thin class. So one sneeze and he's kind of dead. One headshot, I don't know, from a sniper. One headshot, one sentry, one rocket, and one pyro, and he's kind of gone. unless there's a health pack nearby, then he's kind of gone. Though I can't say he's the best class, I would say he's good. He's a very good class. Like if the learning curve is pretty high, like if you can dodge rockets and pipes and like like spam back, spray back some good mid-range damage and chip away with your pistol, and you're pretty much good. And besides, you can use the Bloxiate to, get around the map. I know, he's not that strong of a class because his health is so paper thin. Like, a Demo Knight can piece him up with a shield bash and one melee hit. That's all it takes. But I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. The learning curve is really high, so if you see, like, try-hard scout, you've seen a lot of try-hard scouts, But you can't go in normal servers and have not seen any try-hard flanker in there. It's really common, because the class, if you know how to play him, and you're a high-level, player, then you know how to maneuver, jump this place, jump that place, then you're pretty good. Yeah, they usually pick Scout because, flanker, shotgun, pistol, pretty easy to learn. Though, yeah, I would say he's really solid if you're good. I'm gonna be ranking these as, my level of experience, the high levels, pretty much, like mid to high level, like people who actually know how to play. I'll be ranking all of these classes based on, my personal experience, and also the skill cap is pretty high, because I will not ranking classes like, hey, I just picked up the class and that's how I'm going to play. I don't think that's a very good interpret of the class. And hold on, let me pull the screen back a little bit. Yep, now you can see the ranking thing. Alright, yeah, Scout, pretty much A tier. Good. Offense, pretty much all offense. He's all offense. Not much of defense. You can definitely support, but he's pretty much an all-out offense class. You can't really defend anything with this guy. Though, on certain maps, like Capture the Flag and maybe Payload, you can maneuver around the map really fast. So if there's one guy backcapping on, let's just say, upward, you can run back and kill that guy pretty fast. So I would say he's really useful on all sorts of situations, and he's a good class overall. I wouldn't say he's bad. Next guy. This is a class that I've mained for pretty much over like a year and a half. So I'm gonna say that he's really solid. He is really solid in TC2, because there's a lot of things to be said about Trooper. He is arguably like the top 3 best class in this game. Pretty much. He is arguably the top 3 best classes in the game, because he's so multi-dynamically good. He's good in everything. Defense, offense, support. He's got pretty much everything. You got direct hit and stock rocket launcher and like Maverick, a bunch of, really good offense rocket launcher. You got the buff banner, you got conch, you got soldiers F tier real. Nah. You got buff banner, you got conch, you got battalion, arguably one of the best unlocks in the game, because you can stop crits. Like, it's really annoying to deal with. Like, in my experience, I've played with at least a dozen of pocket medics, and when the other soldier on the other team runs up with a battalions, and then my medic happens to just pop crit at the moment that he uses it, I can't deal no triple damage anymore. So that soldier now becomes a problem. to my team, and my entire team, and me. So yeah, I would say Trooper. I gotta give him, all the benefits because I main Trooper. I'm not being biased. He's just one of the best classes in the game. One of the best. I'm not saying he is the best. I'm saying one of the best classes in game. He's he's a jack of all trades. He's good at everything. Defense, offense, support. He's got them all. He got pretty much everything covered up. So I am pretty confident in saying that he's one of the best classes in game. He's just he is pretty much the game. Yeah, he is the game. If you want to support your team, go Trooper and use Conch, Banner, whatever. If you want to, help the team push, you can also use Conch. And if you want to do massive amount of damage, use fucking direct hit. There's no downside if you can aim. Just use direct hit. Alright, so I gotta say Trooper's one of the best class in the game right now. He still is. Anyways, moving on. Arsonist. God. The natural enemy of me. Because I main both of the projectile classes in the game. I main Annie and Trooper. So Pyro is one of the classes, or, I think it is the class that I hate the most in this game right now. I hate this class to death. But I gotta say good things about it, because this is a tier list. Anyways, I can't base it off of my own hate of this guy. When I'm playing Pyro, I gotta say, sometimes you do have that one dumbass reflect that ends up killing at least 3 dudes. Because, coincidentally, some random demo shot 2 pipes on the floor, and then you just happen to press M2. And what do you know? Shablam, half the team's gone. You get those wacky-ass reflex sometimes, and I gotta say it's pretty funny. Sometimes I don't even see the pipe or the rocket coming. I just press right-click randomly. I just randomly just WM2, yeah. I just press right-click randomly. And some poor soul shooting a rocket straight across the map would be like, oh no! What am I gonna... These fucking guys. So, yeah, just based off Air Blast, I think it's a really solid class for defense, because basically you're reflecting pretty much every projectile in-game. So, yeah, you can get some wacky moments here and there. But arguably, he's kind of broken right now, low-key. Like, the Air Blast is kind of broken. I think they should fix that. I'm planning on making a video on that, but yeah, the Air Blast hitboxes are kind of wacky. And I also hate how, when the pipe is already on the floor, you know how, demo, when they shoot the pipe, if it's still airborne, it will do 100 damage, but if it's on the ground already, it's called a roller. So that only does 50 damage max or some, depending on the distance where it explodes. But yeah, not really that good. But if a pyro somehow reflects the pipe on the floor, then it somehow becomes a full crit pipe, which does 135 damage. So some poor soul demo, some poor guy would shoot a pipe at your feet, think, oh shit. Oh, damn, okay. But at least it's on his feet now, he can't reflect that. And the pyro is like, oh shit, a pipe! Presses M2. Bam! Half the enemy team's gone with one fucking pipe. It's that dumb. So, solid defense, offense. I mean, if you have a medic and if you have a medic pyro combo, you can do all sorts of shit. Shotgun, stock flamethrower pyros, really solid. Of course, the Flog exists, but got nerfed, so I wouldn't say it's that good anymore. It's still fun to use. It's just there's no afterburn damage, so it's kind of bad. It's really bad. The Flog's really bad now. Yeah, they can, but the chances of that is pretty rare. Sometimes, like when you're feeling wacky and then you reflect the pipe in the wrong place, you can end up reflecting it back to your teammate or you. Oh no, no, mostly you. It doesn't do damage to your teammate. Mostly you, and you just take damage for no reason. But yeah, I mean, offense, it's okay. I mean, if you see a shotgun pyro with a medic and a flamethrower and a stock flamethrower, he's probably a combo pyro. But other than that, I think he's okay. He's not really good at offense. He's more of a full-on defense class. You know, you got the home wrecker to support the NGs. You got the flamethrower to reflect projectiles. You know, you can extinguish teammates. Pretty good, solid defense class. But the skill curve, I mean, the skill curve it's there, but like sometimes new pyro jumps in and they press M2 randomly and they still get, you know, reflect kills. So I mean, it's not that, you know, it's not that big of a skill cap. Not the same as Trooper or like, I mean, it's not the same as Trooper or Scout. The skill cap is not that high. You can flare jump and like do flare shots. That takes a lot of skill. But overall, you're still a very you're basically just a defense class. I would say he's above average. I don't think he deserves to be in the good category because Scout, I mean, he's one-dimensional, but he does good damage and he's, you know, he has some sort of evasion against classes with bullets. But yeah, I mean, Pyro doesn't really have anything that makes him a good class. The only thing, you know, he's good at is defending. He's really good at defending and you're keeping the team alive, you know, saving people. He's kind of like Medic, but he can reflect projectiles. Kinda. He supports the team, but not in, you know, he can't heal. He can only like stop projectiles from coming. Sometimes you get overwhelmed and like you can't reflect that many projectiles at once also. So like, yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone like I don't think anyone disagree that Pyro is meh. It's an okay class. You know, Pyromates out there are gonna be on my ass about this, but I stand by my opinion. It's still a okay class. It's just that there's nothing, you know, that makes you say, oh, I want to play Pyro. You know. All right, moving on. Annihilator. Alright, my current main class in the game. Let's see. So there's a lot to say about Annie. He's really good at defending. Like area denial, this man is the best fucker to do that. Spam some sticky bombs here and spam some sticky bombs there and nobody's going. Nobody's getting nowhere. So defensively, he's pretty much the GOAT of defensive holds. Like if you're on like an upward hold or a backwater hold, you gotta have this guy. Like he spams stickies this way, puts stickies on that corridor, and the enemy team can't really do much about it. Unless they sacrifice one person and, you know, risk going to kill you. And yeah, defensively, he's arguably one of the best defensive classes in the game. Offensively, he is also the best offensive classes up there. His projectiles deal massive damage, and yeah, there's no downside. You just do a ton of damage, but you gotta aim. The downside is you gotta aim. That's it. And you have to also deal with pyros. But you have sticky bombs, so I'm not gonna say anything. He got 2 fucking primaries. I would say the sticky bomb is more of a primary than the grenade launcher itself. He's basically the only class that has 2 primaries in the game other than... Yeah, no, he's the only class that has 2 fucking primaries in the game. He got sticky bomb, which is already a primary itself, and then a grenade launcher is also a primary itself. So yeah, the guy is built to defend and attack. What about support? In TF2, there's no supportive demo man unlocks. But in TC2, there's a thing called the ultimatum, which I'll be ranking that later. There's something called the ultimatum, which, you know, it's different from stock, where if you shoot a stock pipe, it just explodes, do aerial damage, and you know that's kind of it. But if you shoot the ultimatum, that does, I think, 30% less damage, but you apply, I don't want to say piss, I want to say lemonade. Yeah, you apply lemonade to surrounding enemy, and this gun alone makes him better than I would say sniper at supporting the team with the mini crit. Like sometimes you throw lemonade at the enemy as sniper, and then you have to wait for a recharge. This demo man unlocked, you don't need to wait for a recharge. Just keep spamming them at the cart. Like if you're on attack defense or if you're on payload, spamming this thing at a choke point and having a competent team is basically a free W. If your soldier knows how to bomb, and if your pyro knows how to, I don't know, pyro things, then you are really solid using this. Like, you can still do damage, just not as much, but you support the team so much where it becomes very significant. So, Annihilator, in conclusion, the guy's good at defending, holding basically any part of the map that has a wall or the floor. So defensively, he's good. Offensively, he's the GOAT. And supportively, he's also one of the best supporter with the ultimatum. So I gotta give him the S tier ranking. The guy got it all. The guy got good mobility. The guy got offense and defense and supportive material. So you gotta give it to the man. Anyways, Brute. Now this is where it gets interesting. Brute is not very... He's not fun to play against, nor is he fun to play as. Because if you're playing against the Brute and, you know, the Brute has like 2 pocket medics and a good team, you're not winning. You can't win. But if you're playing Brute against a good team, you're also not winning. If you're the guy playing Brute, you don't win. And if you're playing against a good Brute, you don't win. So what is there to say about this guy? He's a fat, slow, damage minigun dealing dude that can also heal his teammate with a burger. Yeah, and you know, he's also, you know, memeable. There's some meme loadouts like Fat Scout and like, you know, Hoobie, friendly dudes. But I would say I play Brute quite a bit. I don't play it much to make a difference, nor do I have a lot of things to say about Brute. He's just very simple. You pick up a minigun, you mow down dudes, and that's kind of it. You go close, you do more damage. From afar, you do less damage. It's basically the simplest, most simplest class in the game. Just walk, spin up your minigun, shoot people, they die. That's it. What is there to say? He is just really simple. The learning curve is really mild. It's not like trooper level where you have to learn all the basics of rocket jumping this and that, holding this checkpoint, that checkpoint, using this secondary to help the team and do damage and this and that. He's more of just stock minigun, burger, and boxing glove, and you're good to go. The gameplay is also very lame. I mean, if you have a medic, you can just go mow down people. If you don't have a medic, you also just go mow down people. So not much to say about that. And there's not much to say about him. I'm putting him in the average. He's not good. He's not bad. I mean, he can still do good as Brute. It just feels lame. It doesn't really feel good. It's really lame, to be fair. So yeah, Brute, pretty average class. You know, you can kind of support the team, and you can do good damage, but you're slow as hell, and there's not much other than spam your minigun or meme or go fat scout. So, pretty average. Mechanic. All right, I have more saying to this than Brute. All right. You know, I know Uncle Dane exists. There's a lot of NG mains out there, so I gotta give this man some props. You know, gotta give him a little praise. I would say NG Mechanic has a fairly good reputation as one of the most complex classes in the game right now, because there's a lot to do with your buildings. You can build this place, that place. You can do all sorts of cool shit. You know, sentry jump, support the team. There's wacky teleporter places. There's a lot of loadouts, a lot of rollouts you can do, and overall, he's just actually like the best defending and supporting class. Now, he is the best defending and supporting class in the game. You have a dispenser, which replaces the medic. You have a dispenser, which replaces the medic. You have a sentry, which technically replaces a brute. And then you also have rockets, which, kind of replace trooper. You also have a teleporter, which kind of replaced the need for a whip soldier, because, it's faster and you can legit teleport. That's what teleportation means. Just instantly go from point A to point B. So yeah, there's a lot of things to be said about Mechanic. The skill cap is really high up there. I would say he's a good class. I don't have anything bad to say about him, other than the fact that he has no offense at all. Like, not a lot. And even if he does, it's not like, he can rocket jump like a scout and evade rockets or whatever. The guy is basically a pyro, but with no flamethrower and 125 HP. He's a really good defensive class, you can just support the team with dispensers, sentry guns, teleporter. But that's all he does. He can't really like go toe to toe on the front line or whatever. He's just kind of just staying back there like a sniper. That's kind of it. Not much to do on the front line. He's just, sometimes you can go like battle entry, but that's not really fun. So yeah, Mechanic, it's a good class. The skill cap is really high, and you support the team very well. So I would say pretty solid class. It's a good class. Nothing to write home about. Just very good in general. Medic. Alright. Medic is the best supporting class in game. Because there's no other class that can primarily heal like the medic. With Mechanic, you gotta build a dispenser, and it's stationary. With Brute, you gotta give out a burger, which also has a cooldown. With Medic, you have a medigun, so you run around the map and heal everyone. So, yeah. You're a healer. That's basically what you do. You're a healer. Go heal people. That's it. His game mechanics are just healing, pretty much. Not much for doing damage. You can, use the mercy kill and get some cheeky melees and shit, but he's not really built for offense. He is the supporting class of all supporting class in this game. He's the only guy that heals, and he's the only guy that heals himself. So, he's a healer, The skill cap is pretty low. just go heal people. That's your job. I mean, I think a new player would pick up medic, play medic for like at least 10 hours, 20 hours, and he would understand pretty much half the things he needs to understand about the medic class or the doctor class. It's not hard to pick up medic and get good with it, you know? Shoot some crossbows here, heal some this guy there, and that's it. That's all you do. And it's really simple. It's really fucking simple. So, based on the skill cap and all his weapons, you know, and its playstyle, I'm sorry to all the, you know, medics out there, but I gotta put him at the average class. Like I gotta say, based on the skill cap and all the unlocks, he's just a healer, and it's not hard to be a healer. You just really have to learn where to position yourself, and that doesn't really take much time. Just go with the team and don't, you know, get fucked by some spies, and that's it, or marksman. That's it. So he's pretty average, and not much to write home about. He's in the middle of meh. So yeah, doctor average. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, marksman. What can I say? He's the guy that sniped people. I mean, you can use the huntsman if you're feeling stupid and silly. But yeah, he just snipes people. Like you throw lemonade sometimes, but like that's it. You don't really support the team with your, you know, secondary or anything. I mean, lemonade kind of helps, but you're a silent killer, you know? If you're feeling edgy and emo, you can go sniper, pick up a few headshots, and feel cool about it, I guess. You can support the team by, you know, going out for medics and brutes and important classes like that, but he's a sniper. He snipes people. Yeah, there's not much to learn about. If you pick up sniper and you're good at aiming, it doesn't really take that much time to get good at the guy. Just hide behind a corner, wait till you're fully charged, get one headshot, and boom, you get a kill. The skill cap is really low. Like, I would say it's even, like, lower than medic. With medic, you gotta, like, go with the team, heal people, constantly check around for spies and, you know, other snipers. People are trying to kill you all the time with medic, so, like, you gotta position yourself. With sniper is... yeah, basically. With sniper is kind of... It's... Yeah, I mean, you shoot people in the head and you stay far away from people. So, yeah. I would say the skill cap is even lower for sniper than medic. I'm gonna put him in D tier. I'm sorry, sniper mains. It's just... Your class is so... It's meh. It's mid. And it's really basic. It's really basic. Like, yeah. Alright. Agent. Last class. Alright. Agent is basically one of the most overused classes in the game. I'm pretty sure if you play TC2, you have at least met some agent mains just hopping in a server and just casually pub stomping everybody. Just backstab after backstab. People can't really do much about it because they don't know how to evade spies. Like, skill cap is pretty high. I would say it's up there with flanker and mechanic. I mean, not really quite. Agent's not really quite the best classes in game. Cause, yeah, you go and backstab this guy and that guy, and you have the ability to, you know, disable buildings and stuff. But you don't really have that much of an impact. Like, if you're an agent main and you're basically killing everyone on the enemy team with a shit team, you're not really winning. How many agent mains have you seen jumping into a pub stomping server, and that team loses? A lot, actually. I have seen them a lot. Because, yes, you kill people. Yes, you do delay the enemy team. But if your team is trash, you're not really going anywhere. So you have to have a good team and a good spy. Then, yeah, it helps. You cloak, you go headshot this guy, pistol down that guy. Mostly go for snipers and med picks. And, annoy the NGs. Do some wacky jump and stab. And yeah, I mean, you have the ability to one-shot pretty much every class in the game by just being behind them. But the process of getting behind them is the hard part. So, if you're a good spy, all respect to you, I guess. Good spy mains really know how to play spy. They can get easy kills here and there. And all in all, I mean, it's a good class. And you can do a lot of things with it. You can cloak, you can shoot people and backstab people. The mechanics are there. And the skill tree and the level of knowledge you gain from playing Spy over time is pretty high. I mean, most Spy mains, I see at least, are pretty impactful to the team if they know how to play. So, Spy, pretty hard to pick up class and pretty hard to master. But very, very good class. I gotta put him in A tier. Alright, well, there's the class ranking. We got two of the best classes in the game being Trooper and Annie, because they do all the shit. And they are one of the most, game-changing classes. Like, if your team has a medic and a brute, yeah, you're gonna win. But if the enemy team has a good Annie or Trooper, you're rest assured you're getting pop stomped or some form of stomping. You're getting fucked. So yeah, Trooper and Annie, one of the best classes in the game. Flanker, Mechanic, and Agent, they're in the good tier because there's a lot to learn from playing each and every of these classes. Pyro, I mean, you're supporting the team. You have to reflect. You have to keep out for spies. Unsap the buildings. The skill cap is there. You gotta reflect. You gotta aim flares. You gotta burn people. So I mean, yeah, it's simple, but there's some mechanics that makes it complicated at least. With Brute, it's not that complicated. You go have big gun and shoot guy. That's all about the class. You have big gun, shoot guy, support team, and yeah, you're just really easy to kill because you're so fucking slow. Doctor, I put him in average because it's not that hard to play Doctor. In my opinion, the hard part is not dying. It's not hard playing him. Just go with the team, heal, and there we go, we win. So yeah, skill cap, pretty average, pretty mid. It's the same thing for Brute and Arsonist. Like, the skill cap is mid. Like, you heal the team, you have to at least know how to position yourself, but it's not the hardest thing in the world, You shoot some arrows here and heal this guy there, and that's it. Your team wins. And Marksman in the lower bottom classes of the ranking, because I'm basing this off of skill cap, right? The skill cap and the prestige of each and every class, the more you play. Sniper is not that hard to pick up, and it's not that hard to get good at. So, like, I'm basing this off of, like, the learning cap and how impactful the class is. Yes, you kill a lot of people. Yes, you are arguably one of the best assassins in game. Yes, if you really got Sniper, you can dominate the server without even trying. No, I'm not gonna play you. And no, you're not one of the best classes. Shut the fuck up, Sniper mains. So yeah, Sniper, pretty bottom of the barrel, basically. He's really basic to play and really easy to master. That's all I really gotta say about this guy. So yeah, here's my ranking. Now I'm gonna be going for now I'm gonna be going for weapons now. Yes, tc2 weapon tier list. All right. All right. Wait, let me get the recent ones. There we go. As a sniper main, I'm hurt. Yeah, sorry, sniper mains. Sorry, bros. It's just not my fault that the class is so easy to pick up. Like, he's like, the skill cap of playing sniper is really, really, really simple. I don't have anything bad to say about the class, but I don't have anything good to say about the class either. Anyways, weapon tier list. Woo! Yeah, baby. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what it's all about. Alright. We got stock weapon. Let's go with all the stock weapon. Then we're going to go to the unlocks and the reskin. Alright. You know, never mind. We're going to do the stock and then the reskin. And then the unlockables. Alright. Stock melees. What is there to say? It's good old reliable. You do damage. That's it. If you're close, you do damage. All right. Yeah. So let's put all stock weapon. Yeah, this is dumpster fire type of fucking weapon. Nobody uses the stock wrench except for new players. Nobody uses this shit. Who the fuck uses stock? Okay. Anyways, stock fist. C tier. I mean, like, you know, it's a stock melee. It does what it's supposed to do. Not much to really say. I'm gonna put all the stock weapons up here so that, you know, I have more shit to rank. I mean, stock weapons are stock weapon. They're meant to be in the middle of things, because the skill cap for stock users are basically new users, so they're not very good at the game, nor do they have any good understanding of the unlocks. So it's there. I mean, yeah, stock is there. You know, it exists. It's just not very good. Not the hardest thing to pick up, nor is it an unlock, so there's no interesting mechanic about it. It's stock. It's good old reliable stock. Alright, let's bring all the stock weapons up here. Did I miss any stock? Okay. Alright, stock, 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 and stock knife. Stock shotgun. Alright, stock weapon. Let's get that out of the way. Is there any? No. So, fire extinguisher. I mean, you can extinguish teammate, but nobody uses that feature of this weapon. C tier. Nobody uses this. I'm serious. I've never seen any pyro use the fire extinguisher to actually extinguish any teammate. It's not. I don't see any, so it's just based on my opinion. But yeah, nobody uses this shit. It's stock. It does what it's supposed to be. Stock bad. I would say it's yes. It's still it's better than the broken sword. You know, the fist and the extinguisher, because it does do crit. Sometimes you get people low enough and you one-shot them with this, so it's pretty powerful. So yeah, it's a high C tier. Nothing too good. Crowbars going in the same tier as every other stock melee, along with the machete. Knife is actually a B tier weapon. It's better than all the other stock weapons because it actually has the ability to one-shot people. I would say I would put it in A tier, actually. It's the only stock weapon that Spy main actually still uses, you know? People still use that. So yeah. Anyways. Stock Invis watch, and nobody uses this thing. It's going into D tier for dead last. Nobody uses that shit. Stock Sapper, I mean, a lot of people use Stock Sapper. It's going in C tier. It's middle. It's in the middle. Nobody hates it. Nobody despises it. People use it, and I'm pretty sure this is the only thing that people use, like in a Sapper slot. Other Sappers are okay too, but hey. Stock Saw. This is actually in the this might be this is actually better than the stock bat actually, because when you kill people with the stock saw, you actually get a health pack dropped, and that's huge because when you get some cheeky kill as medic, you can actually heal yourself and stop yourself from escaping from like sudden death. It's pretty solid. I would say it's a high C tier. It's still stock, so there's not much of it, but it's really solid since you can actually heal people and heal yourself. Anyways, stock pistol. That's an A tier weapon. This thing does really solid damage. I don't see people use this, and I don't see Spy Main use this either. I mean, some do, but most use Ambassador because they're feeling wacky. The Ambassador is fucking dead. Nobody uses that shit anymore. So stock revolver, I would say it's I wouldn't say it's an S tier weapon, but it does very reliable and good damage. It's gotta go either an A or an S. So I'm gonna put it in A. High A. Stock crossbow, I would say an A tier. You can, get some cheeky kill across the map if you're good at aiming it. It does 54 damage, which is not bad. It's like I would say it's 1.5 of the enemy's health. So yeah, you can heal teammates, you can kill people with it. Really solid weapon. I mean, it's good. Stock grenade launcher. This is going in the S tier because it does 100 damage per shot. You get 4 shots, and it's stock. So, I have nothing to say about it. It's one of the best destructive weapon in the game. Hit 2 pipes and, I don't know, 6 out of the 9 classes are pretty much gone. Or 7, I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty high up there. The only class that can take more than 2 hits is a battalion soldier or a brute. Which is not a lot. So yeah, this thing's going up. Minigun. It does reliable damage. I wouldn't say it's it does reliable, good damage, but it is just a minigun. It slows you down a lot. So yeah, B for basic. It does what it does. And a really good job at it. It does damage. It do damage, do good damage, but you're really slow. It's stock, Can't go well with a big ass minigun. Flamethrower. I would say it's going in A tier because you can actually reflect. You can reflect stuff with it. So it's good. It's actually good, and you can extinguish teammate better than the fucking extinguisher. Fire extinguisher, and reflect projectile. Do fire damage. Yeah, it's solid. Solid defensive and offensive weapon. Gotta go in an A tier. And stock Uber. You gotta give it an S, dude. I don't think it deserves anything less than an S. It's so detrimental to the game. If you have a stock medic on your team and he has Uber, you can do an Uber push, like a really good demo with stock. It can do an Uber push and it destroys everything. It's the mechanic in the game that changes everything in a match. So it's going in S tier. No questions asked. Pistol is going in A tier. I'm pretty sure all the NGs out there are gonna be like, wait, why am I not running out of ammo when I use the pistol? And when I check the reserves, like, oh shit, I have 200. I have 200 in the reserve. So on NG, it's an A tier. On Scout, it's it's stock pistol. On Scout it only has 36, so you have 4 clips, which is not that good. But comparing Scout to NG is kind of dumb on the offensive ranking thing. Because like Scout can jump around, NG walks and jump. So yeah, if you're playing NG, really good. You can spam this across the map, annoy the fuck out of the enemy team, and you never run out of ammo. So A tier weapon, dude. Like you can't go wrong with fucking pistols. It does damage and it does it really good. It does a good job at it. Stock scattergun or stock shotgun on Scout. Lever shotgun. It's going in A tier. I would say it's below I would say it's below the pistol. It does good damage at close range. You're fast as fuck. You jump around and do damage. It does more damage than the stock shotgun on Brute, Trooper, and Mechanics. So yeah, it does more damage, and you can shoot it. You can shoot it like 4 times, I think. Right? No, 6. You can shoot 6 times. So 6 times 100, that's 600 damage. That's really good. That's a good chunk of enemy's health. Mac 10. It's going in the. I mean, it's going in C tier actually. I don't see a lot of sniper use the Mac 10, though it's good. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, but it's really basic and like it doesn't do a lot of damage. And a lot of snipers just neglect this thing because you use stuff like the Turtle Rock and Razorback to don't hopefully not get fucked by the spy. So yeah, nobody uses this thing enough for me to give it an actual rating, and I would say it's pretty mid itself. So it's going into C tier, same tier as stock weapon. It does what it's supposed to do, but there's nothing good about it. There's nothing to bring it up to a B tier or an A tier. It's just Mac 10. Rocket launcher. It's an S tier fucking weapon. You can jump around the map. You do good damage, explosive damage, and like aerial damage. You can basically. It has a lot of uses. You jump around, you can go roamer soldier, you can, rocket jump, market guard, you can play stock trooper. It has all the uses. And it's a utility weapon too. So it's damage dealing and utility. It's really good. Deserves an S tier. Stock shotgun. Stock shotgun's going in B tier. I mean, yeah, it's stock. What's there to say? It does good or reliable damage, and a stock shotgun. You can't really go wrong with it. It does 90 damage max, and it's a good secondary for Brood and Trooper. NG, is also okay. So yeah, it goes in B tier, and nothing too good, nothing too bad. B tier. It's yeah. Alright. Sniper rifle. I would say a high A tier. I wouldn't say it's an S tier. You can't one shot, like quick scope one shot people at close range anymore. So it's not as good as it's used to be. But it's still pretty damn good to delete some guy off the map at any range. So yeah, it's a sniper rifle. Not much to talk about. Stock sticky bomb launcher. What is there to say? This goes in front of the grenade launcher actually, because this has the potential. This is like the best defensive and offensive weapon in the game. Stock sticky bomb is the king of area denial and dealing damage. This thing deals 800 and whatever damage. Like what the fuck? Like Trooper, I can understand a guy like Trooper having a rocket launcher and doing massive amount of damage. Like, oh yeah, I know. But sticky bombs doing more damage than fucking stock? Like what? This is one of the most feared weapon in the game. Sadly, not a lot of demo knows how to use it. I mean, you can just spam M1 and M2, but good demos, there's not many. And I don't use it either, but, you know, I gotta use it sometime when I'm tryharding. So yeah, best weapon, pretty much defensive, offensive, supportive. It's got it all. Alright, now to the unlocks. Alright. The death blow. It's okay. I mean, if you're running like direct hit and you gotta get that one dude, which is really fucking low, then yeah. I mean, it's basically a straight upgrade from stock. Because you know, you pull it out faster and you do more damage. So what is there to, you know, what's the downside? But the problem with the death blow is that if you miss your shots, you're fucked. If you miss your shots, you're fucked. So it's a very high skilled base weapon. And it's very good on Trooper. And also, yeah, and it's only good on Trooper. Brute sucks with this thing. So based off Trooper alone, it's going in like it's going behind stock. It has the potential if you are good enough. You know, I'm gonna put in B tier for basic. The Frankensteiner is trash. What is there to say? It's really bad. Really fucking bad. Like trash bad. Trash. Alright, let me post this stream on my server or something. Hello. Alright. Anyways, back to yapping. Well, it's axe. The axe. I don't use it enough to give it a proper rating, but all I can say is it's really funny on it's really funny when you jump around the map with the parabomber and the sticky jumper, and then, you know, get cheeky kills with this thing. Other than that, it's not a very solid melee when you're running Annihilator, because the pull-out speed is so damn slow. I'm gonna put it in a C tier. It's okay, but it's kind of bad, you know. It's behind stock weapons. The Black Death, the Black Dead, the Dead Black Dead. I mean, if you're running like Annie Knight, then it's okay, I guess. I don't use this thing enough to know. But the, you know, the benefit that you get from this thing is good. I mean, you get more health and a faster movement speed. Like, damn, that's good. But the pull-out speed on this thing is really ass. That's the problem with most swords. The pull-out speed is so long. So you're either better off just going full Annie Knight or not using this thing. So yeah. But it does have good benefits when you get kills. So I'm putting it in the B tier. I mean, you can have a lot of potential with this weapon. You can, you know, snowball this and that, yeah. But like, if you're playing like Hybrid Knight or something, be sure to pull this thing out before melee combats, or else you're gonna lose because the pull-out speed is so ass. Bloody bracers up. Dumpster fire, it does nothing. It does absolutely zero nothing. the upsides of this fucking shield is trash because most of the light classes will like wear you off before you can even do anything with the shield. So like, yeah, it does help if some sniper tries to quick scope you, but like, it's not to the point where it makes a significant difference or anything. This just suck ass, and nobody shield bashes with this thing. What is the point of bleed damage when you're already so close to the fucking guy? You're better off with something like the Gladiator's Guard when you actually like do shield bash damage and then finish them off. Like what? Like you're basically just like better off just using the Rap Assassin at that point if you're doing bleed. This shit suck ass. It's legit the worst shit in game. Nobody uses this. Everybody hates it. Dumpster fire. You can cry about it. Anyways. The what is this? The Iron Force? Is it the Iron Force? I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm gonna put that for later. Yeah, this is going in A tier. This is going in A tier, no question asked. Charge and charge. You get less fire damage, half the fire damage from a pyro, and 30% off of any fucking projectile, like explosives. I mean, really damn good if you're going Hybrid Knight. Like it's really solid. Like everybody uses this shield when they're going Hybrid Knight. So it's the jack of all trades, mother of all mothers of shields. Elegant Blade. I think the Elegant Blade is underrated. I mean, the 15%, I mean, the 15 health does drastically reduce, you know, your, it does drastically reduce your survivability. That 15 health does go a long way. Though, you know, the upsides kinda overweigh the downside. If you're going full anti-knight, I would say this and the Gladiator's Guard is the best combo if you're going anti-knight. You run up against some guy, you fucking shield bash, melee them, boom, bam, and they're dead. And then, you know, after a kill, you get recharge back. So then you're like, all right, reset, and then just run off. And the upsides of this thing is that you run off fast, and you also run off really long. Like you cover a lot of distance, way more than if you're not using it. So this has the potential to be a B tier weapon. Yeah, this has the potential to be a B tier weapon. It's good, not that good. You know, the 15 HP does drastically reduce your survivability. Though, if you're using the boots, that's not many. That's not much. So, yeah, it's good. It has a lot of uses. Sometimes you can even, like, you know, trimp across the map with this shit. So, yeah. Good shit. Nah, nothing else to say. It's really good. Galway's Greaves. Dumpster. You know, I'm gonna be light on it. I'm gonna put it in trash because at least you can kind of do stomps and bullshit with it. But yeah, kind of ass, really ass. So nobody uses that. Gladiator's Guard is an A. This shield has the best shield bash damage out of all the shields, and you can do a 1-2 combo with it. Just shield bash melee, and all the light classes are gone. Really solid shield, and you recharge a lot faster than, you know, other shields. So it's going in A tier. I gotta say, it's really fucking good. Golf club. I'm putting it at a C tier. I mean, yes, it does have a longer reach than stock. No, if you're using it on stock Annie or hybrid, you're kind of fucking yourself up because the pullout speed is so damn long and the damage is the same thing as stock. So it's a C tier. I mean, it does what stock does, just slight worse because you gotta pull it out slower. It's basically stock, but just has a longer reach. It's meh. Anyways. Irish Guard. It's alright. It's good. You know, you can get kills with it, like sometimes. I mean, it's really good if you're just spamming it though. It's better if you're just spamming it. Yes, but it's better if you're just spamming it. You know, setting up traps, yeah, it's okay, it's good. But like not to the point where it can beat stock, because the reload is so slow. You're better off with stock than this thing. I'm gonna be honest. But yes, you can do a lot more damage than stock with this shit. And yes, you can spam this more effectively on payloads and choke points than stock. Yes, it can trap, and it can even trap better than stock. And yes, you have to wait very long for a fucking refill of all the fucking stickies, you know? But yeah, you know, it's good. I can't lie. I can't lie. It's good, so I gotta put in A tier. Okay, bye, Rini. Anyways. It's good, but like, yeah, it's not beating stock. Anyways. Iron Bomber. It's stock, but no, it's just stock, but like without the splash damage. Meh. It's not like that bad, you know. It makes you kinda better at aiming pipes, though it's still really ass because you can't deal with the sentry gun. So if you're trying to go for like a assassin type annihilator with hybrid knight, then yeah, I mean you can two-shot a medic really easily with this. Like the janky ass, you know, flight path with the stock is kinda unpredictable, but this is easier to predict, though it's worse than stock in every way possible. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. I mean, it's not ass, it's not mid, but it's not good at all. Iron Bomber. It's good. Yeah, it's good. One less shot in the barrel is not that bad compared to how much damage you deal with sentry guns and how easy as fuck it is to use compared to stock. Stock grenades travel really slow, like slower than this, a lot slower than this. So you can get a lot more kills with the Iron Bomber. I mean with the Iron Force, but you know, less, you know, pipes in the chamber and less explosive radius kind of kills it. It's still going in A tier. It's good. It's good. I don't know. It just feels faster for some reason. It's good. I wouldn't take anything from it. It's good. It's basically Iron Bomber, but having less. I mean, having one less pipe, and it does more damage to sentries. So yeah, I mean, in my personal experience, I've used this thing, and I've gotten way better kills than with stock. Though the aerial damage that stock has can't be beat. So this is good, but not quite stock level good. So yeah. And the loose cannon, the fucking coconut launcher. This is ass. I have not seen anybody use this thing other than to meme. This shit kind of suck. This shit really suck. Other than just a meme, this has, like, I have no idea why people would use this shit. Stock does way more damage and faster. Like, why charge for a fucking mini crit? Well, you can just do massive damage with stock anyways. This is going in the It's going in B tier. I mean, it's not that bad. It has meme value, but yeah, mid. Cut glass is basically just the fucking isn't it? Isn't it just the yeah, it's basically just this. It's the same shit. So what is this? I forgot the name, but like it's really ass now. Back in the day, you can like recharge your charge on hit or something. But oh, cut glass is stock. All right, stock is going in fucking C tier. Anyways, this thing suck ass, so I'm gonna put it in fucking D tier. This sword right here suck. I don't remember like when I used it, but I just never used this shit. This suck ass. It's really bad. I like before it was okay, but like now it's really fucking bad. They nerfed it or something. I don't get it, but it's really ass. I don't really know how to explain it. And Quickie. I would say Quickie is really good. It's really solid. It's up there. It's up there with Irish Guard because you can snipe a lot of people with this. Like they are. It's really unexpected because most of the time Sticky takes way longer to travel, and it also do way more damage though the range is shorter. This thing basically does less damage, but you have more range. So it's good if you're trying to place traps from afar. Sometimes when you place traps from afar or just sniping people off the map from the other side, this is really good for doing that. So for dealing damage from afar, something that demo can't really do, and also doing traps also, it's yeah, it's up there. It's good. It's good, but it's still not beating stock in any way possible, because the damage is still less, though you can smite people easier. It's still A tier. It's an A tier weapon. It's good. Raging Bull, it sucks, but it is the only shield that does crit, and sometimes enemy can unwillingly and unexpectedly just walk straight into you when you're doing your full charge. So yes, you can still one-shot people. No, it's nowhere near as good as any of the other shield, but it is better than the Bloody Bracer at least. That shit suck ass. So Raging Bull is going in D tier. It's still usable sometime, but it really suck. It suck. Anyway, Shock and Awe. This shit is going in the B tier. You know why? Because it actually still does crit with the Ration Bowl, and it's really funny just charging straight into a cart sometimes and getting fucking 2 kills at once. It has a lot of meme value, but you're more of a Allah Akbar kind of dude. You're jumping straight into the crowd and exploding everything. So yeah, you're basically a suicide bomber. You're basically kamikazeing your way. So yeah, it's memey. It's okay. It's better than stock because you can at least do area of effect damage. I mean area of damage, explosive radius, stuff like that. Yeah, it's okay. Galway's Grieve is it's an A tier. Yeah, it's an A tier. Gives more health, makes you move faster. Good for anti-knighting, but other than anti-knighting, not much. I would say I'll put it in B. It's a good B tier. It's okay, but like nobody uses it other than to anti-knight. Sticky Jumper is a solid A. I gotta give props to the Sticky Jumper. This thing makes you go from point A to point B fast as fuck. Like this can make this travel speed is faster than rocket jumping. You gotta admit, Sticky jumping is way faster and it goes way further than just rocket jumping. So mobility is 1000% there. It's just it does no damage. So you're basically relying on your aim with your grenade launcher and your melee. But yeah, it's the best mobility jumper in the game. It beats the rocket jumper actually, because like it goes further and there's eight clip, in the chamber, so there's more room. Anyways, Tide Turner is it's okay. I don't. I feel like after they changed it, like when you take damage, your bar of that your charge bar goes down, so you can't go as far as before. Like before, if you take damage mid charge, you don't slow down, but now you do, and sometimes it's really annoying. You can't reach the guy because he shot you once with his pistol, and now you lose like 20% of your fucking charge. It's going in B tier. It's below the Gladiator's Guard and the Charging Tower. These are Superior's option. And we got to the Ultimatum. This thing fucking slaps. This is one of the best fucking, grenade launchers in game. Behind stock. But you basically turn from a destructive demo man into a also destructive but supportive demo man if you have a good team. Kinda. I mean, they can, but like, it's really good. It's really fucking good. It's up there in the high A tier, I would say. A very good support weapon. It's up there in A tier. It's not S tier. It's really good though. Like if you're spamming on the cart, damn, nobody's beating you. Anyways, Bulletstormer is still low-key kind of broken. I don't know why they haven't fucking changed this. I still feel like it's really good and it does massive damage. And it's better than stock in some situation, but like it's legit better than stock. So stock shotgun is not beating the Bulletstormer. I gotta put it in A tier. It's really good. It's just really fucking good. Like, it's up there. Alright. And Steinium is a pile of okay. It's the only weapon for NG that does burn damage. So it's okay. I mean, you can snipe people from afar with this thing. It has a lot of meme value, but nobody uses it like unintentionally just to be stupid and silly. Like legit, nobody uses this thing to be, nobody uses this thing to play seriously. Like legit, it's just for being a meme. But it does good damage and it does burn damage. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in B. It's not good, but like yeah. Eureka effect. It's one of the most how do I say this? It's weird. It's weird. It's the only wrench that you can use to teleport around the map, So you can pretty much teleport anywhere around the map with this thing, no matter where you are. You can teleport to your teleporter, you can teleport to your spawn. It has a lot of utility, and the only problem I have with it is that it upgrades so slow. Like, the swing speed is so slow that I actually never use this thing other than to, maneuver around when there's a pesky spy or some guy at my spawn. But other than that, yeah, it kind of suck. It sucks as a wrench, but it's good as a utility weapon. So it's A tier. It's okay. I mean, you move around, you help your teammates and shit. So it's A tier. It's the only thing that can teleport around the map freely. So yeah. Frontier Justice. Now it's still Frontier Justice. Alright. Frontier Justice is... It's aight. It does crit. It's funny. Sometimes when you gather like 9 crits in one go, and then you just waste it all because some sniper under their team just headshots you. It's good, but yeah, you know, only when you're defending or some. It's still a good weapon. It does crit, and it's still a shotgun, but it has only 3 shots in one chamber. And the only upside is that it does crit, but if you die, you lose everything. So B tier, it's good, but it's not good. Anyways, Gunslinger, Mini Sentry doesn't do that much damage anymore, but it's really annoying. So I mean, the 15 HP, oh no, the 10 HP that you gain and a slight speed boost from this thing is not that great. But to be fair, you can survive 2 melee hits now, so congratulations, I guess. You still get one shot by snipers. It's B tier, it's A. Gutbusters, good. Gutbusters, really good when you have a mini sentry laying around, or if you're, you know, defending your nest against some wacky dude who got in your sentry's way. But it's good, but it's not like as good as the Bulletstormer or other stuff. So yes, solid, good, mini crit. Nothing to write home about. Not good. This shit is trash. The backpack for NG is trash. Nobody uses this thing. I have never seen anybody use this thing. The only upside is that it gives you 100 more metal. That's it. Like, okay, but like you're better off with the Wrangler. Why use this shit? You're better off with the Wrangler. Just use the Wrangler to, you know, pass off people from going to your nest. I'm serious. Nobody uses this fucking backpack. I don't think anybody uses this shit. I don't care. I don't see anybody use this thing, and I don't use it myself. It's just laying there. Nobody touches this thing. Nobody uses this thing. I gotta go with my personal experience and say it's kinda ass. It's really ass. Nah, I don't see any. It's ass. Anyways, moving on. The fucking laser thingy gun wacky. This shit suck. This shit suck. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of wacky and funny the way that you can shoot it, and it looks futuristic and wacky. But like, news-wise, it's not. It's meh. It's used to meme more than anything. It's a meme more than anything. Actually, no, it still does good damage. I'm still gonna put it here. But I'm putting it in the same tier as all the stock melees. It does its job, but it's not good. It's not good, you know. PDQ is an A. I mean, everyone and their mama used this thing to build. It's so fast. It builds faster than stock wrench. Who the fuck uses stock wrench anyways? Who gives a shit about stock wrench? Use the PDQ. Or, I don't know, Rescue Ranger. Even the Eureka effect is better than fucking stock wrench. Anyways, use PDQ. Very good. Built fast. The only downside is you can't repair that well. If it's that, I mean, like, it's not even that bad of a downside. Just use other weapons to heal your buildings, like Rescue Ranger or just, you know, Wrangler around. Like, you can build a level 2 in no time and just wrangle it from afar, killing pretty much everyone on the enemy team. So yeah, it's good. Rescue Ranger is a B tier. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. It does okay damage. I mean, it heals your building and it does okay damage. It's okay. Nothing too crazy, you know? Nothing too crazy. You're not gonna see, you know, NGs going on kill streak using this or whatever, but it is a very solid defensive weapon. So it's going in B tier. I mean, yeah, what's there to say? Short circuit, I legitimately never see any NGs using the short circuit. Like very rarely, like on rare occasion, will I see anyone using the short circuit. It's not like the worst shit ever, but like it's not good. It's not like it's not gonna change the team or the enemy or the fight of the game or anything. It's just gonna help you and your team get away with some sticky sometimes. So yeah, but meh. All right. Southern Hospitality. Meh. I mean, I don't use it enough to know that's good or not, but I see a lot of upsides with this thing. So I would say it's. I mean, it's still better than stock wrench. So I'll still put it at like a C tier. I don't use it enough to know, and I don't use it enough to rate it. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. It's in the middle, yeah. Widowmaker though, this shit's good. Widowmaker is good. Like if you have a pocket medic or like a or crits medic, like and you can aim your shots, then it's a free upgrade from stock. You do more damage at close range, and you never run out of ammo if you shoot people. So straight up just an upgrade. It's going in fucking A tier. Rescue Ranger is it's also in an A tier. I'm a high A tier. Rescue Ranger is a high A tier. This thing is really annoying. If you have an NG spamming it across the map, god damn is that annoying. It's basically like a scout or an NG pistoling away from afar. But this time it's worse because it does more damage and the fire rate's double. Anyways, flags. This should suck. I don't see anybody use this other than to meme. I mean, yeah, you capture faster, but like, what's the point? You know, it's meh. I don't see people use it like unintentionally just to be fun. I don't see people use it intentionally. Like sometimes they use it to be funny, but yeah. Gunboats is a A tier. It is good. Like, it's the only fucking unlock that makes you take less damage while rocket jumping, what's there to say? Burrito is, I would say D tier. I don't see anyone using it. I don't use it myself. And I don't think it really makes any difference. It's okay. I don't use that much. So, yeah, I don't see people using it. And people use it also calls it kind of shitty. So putting it in D tier is justified. Biker's Blitz is kind of ass, but also not that ass. I mean, you can't move at all, so the enemy sniper is gonna have a very easy time picking you off. Though it does massive amount of damage at close range, so yeah, but you're basically a fucking turtle. A turtle that bites very hard. That's it. Boxing glove is going in A tier. You can snowball a whole fucking team with this, along with a turkey if you're lucky. Just pick off one guy and then just, you know, fucking punch the next guy, keep punching the next guy and punch the next guy. And you're on your way to a fucking 5 kill streak. It's that easy. Burger is an A tier. It does what it does. It heals. It heals you. It heals your team. Yeah. Donut is surprisingly good. Like I used the donut and like I gotta say, there are times where the donut outshines the burger. There are times the donut actually outshines the burger. I'm gonna put it before the burger. Cause like the faster eating speed helps you like get some health back and then jump back right into the action. Like jump back right into the midst of battle. With 200 HP. 200 HP is a soldier. You're basically healing a full soldier in basically like a second and a half or something. It's really fucking fast. compared to the burger like 3 seconds. So yeah, this thing is better than the burger in some scenario, but the health that it gives out is really like small.